General qualitative data analysis. Why is called general? Because I base this work on Miles and Huberman's task on qualitative data analysis. I also base this methodology on phenomenography and ground theory. If you are interested, you can have a look at the three major references. General qualitative data analysis include three major separate and iterative processes. First is open coding, the next constant comparison, and then theme finding. The first step is called open coding. Perhaps you will ask where the code is from. The first method is that let your imagination fly. You can freely generate codes coming to your mind when you code some writing. If you use particular theories that include some predetermined categories, then you can use the categories directly. Sure, you can do both 1 and 2 if you like. For instance, there's a theory. It indicates there's 1, 2, and 3, or A, B, C, 3 categories. When you are coding, you find that code D and E or F, you can have A, B, C, D, E, F, many codes. It is okay. Or actually, it is encouraged that you have new creations. The next question you might ask is how. You can add comments or code for anything interesting that come to your mind for the writing. Second, you can ask questions if you like. Of course, you can change or relate codes if you feel they should be. Constant comparison is the second step. Why? Because you want to generate code insights and creations. Sometimes in the first stage open coding, you cannot generate good ideas or good code, then constant comparison can help you. Comparison, how? First, you can compare all things in your data, for instance, demographics and interview questions. You can compare students from different backgrounds, for instance, field of study, and their answers to different questions. Second, you can compare all things that may generate in the coding process or later creations, for instance, codes and themes. The third step is called theme finding. Why? It's for find meanings. Theme can be meaningful new knowledge or creations for understanding the world and or contributing to world knowledge. So they are actually the second order creations. How to do theme finding? First, you can combine related code to form higher order codes. Second, you can change the original codes and themes. It can be a possible choice, but perhaps you don't need to change it. Let's go to this example. For instance, the first re-interview question is, what are your rationales for being here? How do the rationales relate to your previous local or international learning experiences? I am in Taiwan because I am a native of Taiwan. And then I got my PhD in Cambridge. Cambridge University have many international students. So for me, I can think that if something come to your mind, you can say that it's about move. For instance, you think it's to move, you can give it a code or some move to move between native and another places. And then you can go further, and if you find something interesting, for instance, I personally like to do research and data analysis. So you think that is about someone's interest or talent. So you can make an open coding. And then the second question is what are the key moments or key memorial events in your life or learning here? How do you feel during the key moment? How do you feel it? What do you learn from the key moment? How does the key moment feelings and learning related to your previous local or international learning experiences? So first, it's that it says that the student in this course impressed me in their diversity. So you think that diversity is a key. So you can give it an open code here, diversity. Here, when we discuss papers in the course, the student gave many diverse perspectives. So it's also the same as diversity. So you can give it diversity example. Okay, so next it's about English. So the writing concerned about English use in the course and compare the students' English ability. So you can code English. So it's all open coding, and then later you can do some constant comparison. You can do some constant comparison for its move and interest. Are they related? No, it seems not related, and I cannot generate new ideas. Then I compare interest with diversity. Oh, perhaps the respondent have interest in diversity. So you can give some note, for instance, diversity plus interest in RQ question 1. It may give you some ideas. Next stage is called theme finding. Normally you have to finish all the open coding and the constant comparison, then finally you can find the things. It takes quite a long time to find meaningful themes. But here I can make some some example. For instance, you think that whether interest and diversity, whether they are related, can be combined into a theme called open experiences. For instance, you can write likely themes like open experiences, a theme. Okay,